Hello everyone, I am Deepak Unyal and I welcome you to the series of C++ lectures. In previous tutorial we discussed constructors and now I am going to show the practical demo of that. So let us suppose we have a class gradebook and we have a variable string course name, right? You could have another variable age or maybe year is fine in this case, and both these variables are private even if they are not declared private, but they are private. So one of the default constructor is already there even if you have not defined it, and you can assign some public members, and that is get course name, and it will return course name. This has string as return type. Similarly, I will make it get year. It should be capital, it should be integer, right? Similarly define another function here, which is void set course name, right? And what it's going to do, it will assign this dot, this arrow, course name equal to course name, which is input from here, right? And it is not returning anything, right? Similarly for the get year, set year, same variable, and here also. So I think this is done. Let's compile this program first to understand whether it is working perfectly or not. If there is okay, there are some problems, there are some warnings, and the warnings are like I have not assigned or I have not provided any data type for this, and this is the mistake I'm making again and again. Again there is some problem. Okay, this is because I have not made it int. Now I think this is fine. You can run it and everything is working perfectly, right? Now just try to see out the variables using this gb dot get course name, and also add some space or something, like make a difference, and hash is there and two spaces, and then gb dot get year, and then endl for ending the program, right? Again compile it, run it, and you can see there is empty course name here and 0 here in the year, right? Because the default value is 0 in case of class we are declaring this. So these things are assigned values like this. So it is course name which is empty and integer which is 0. Let us do one thing, take a variable int age and try to print this also, and that's question for you. You can think it as homework question or assignment for you. Try to compile it and see the output, right? Can you see the difference? Age is 1, right? Have you assigned age anywhere? No. Make it x if you think we have assigned it somewhere else, because x we have not used till now. Now you can see it's 1. Run it again, it's 1. So where this 1 is coming from and why this is 0? So it's a homework question for you. You can try to explore this thing further. Now coming back, so this is 0 and this is empty because this is default value of a constructor, right? It could be garbage in some cases, but not here. In case of class is already making it default. So there is one default constructor that is doing it for you, right? It's making integer as 0 or making this string as empty, right? Now try to create a constructor So that constructor will have no name, as you remember from our previous discussion, but it has same name as class name, right? And it will not return anything. So what you can do, you can assign course name. If you want to make some course name, maybe CSE, you want to make it by default value, and you want to make year as second or maybe first, because if a student is coming to a course, he is in first year, right? At least he is in first year. So now try to compile it again by, and now run. You can see CSE is the one and one is another thing here. So I will remove this variable. This was just for testing purpose, right? Compile it again, see the output, CSE and 1. So this is default constructor that we have made, and before this another constructor was there, and compiler can access that, and according to that the values were assigned. That was empty and 0. Now you can see here we have CSE and 1, right? So this is the way you have used default constructor as per your need, right? You can assign anything, and every object that you create will get similar values for this. So you can make it GB1, and then I'm trying to create another object GB2, and now we'll see the difference, real difference. You make it GB2, right? So this is GB1, this is GB2. So I think everything is same. So you are now, you're not making any changes in this class, right? Where you have made the changes in the object name. So this is one object, this is another object. Try to compile this program and run it. You can see the default values are CSE1 and CSE1 for both the objects. If you want to make any changes, you can do this set course name, and if this student is from another course, maybe LC, so make it like this, GB1 dot year, or set year, or maybe he's in third year, so make it third. We don't need to put quotes in the float or integer values, but we need quotes in the string values. Take it from here, right? This is GB2, this is GB2. If he is not from EC, maybe he is from some another branch, maybe we can write mechanical, and he's in fourth year, so write it like this. Again try to get the output, and similarly for this, try to get the output after we make changes. One more thing that I want to put here, you can pass a message so that it's easier for user to understand. Object 1 before and after, we write like this, object 1 before and before changes, maybe copy it again when we have changed the course name, after. Similarly for this GB2, object 2 before changes and object 2 after changes. Now try to compile this program, everything is fine, and see the changes. Object 1 before changes CSE1, this was default value. Object 1 after changes EC3, which we have assigned here, you can see, right? Then object 2 before changes and CSE1, that was default value, so there is no problem. Then we have made changes and we have assigned it mechanical and 4, and you can see it here, right? So this is how default constructor works. In next lecture we are going to talk about parameterized constructor, because you can pass some values here and then you can assign values to these objects data members, right? So we'll discuss the concept in next lecture. Till then, if you have any doubt or query, you can always write in the comments. If you like my tutorial, you can like the video, share it to your friends, and write the comments if you have any doubt. So we are going to meet in next lecture. Till then, thank you so much.